So we're moving on to the variables tasks or challenges in virtual worlds. And within the variables, one thing that a new command that's valuable, and this is valuable for moving forward, is displaying. And so we're going to do this auto attendance program. And what's going to happen is the robot's supposed to go around, and the books are students. So this program should create a variable that counts up the number of students, and when there's a book, it should count it, and if there's not a book in one of the slots, it should not count it, so basically knows how many are there. Fine. So two things. One, the new command is this: display text line. And what this does is it would pop up on your robot screen a message of some kind. So then how does this work? This part right there. The 3 is the line. There are 5 lines that you can write on. So this is going to put it on line 3. And then you need a comma. And then quotation marks. And in the quotation marks, if you just write a regular word, then you'll see the word students on your screen. But if you use a couple of different things, but in this case %D, this will not print %D on the screen. It will know that then %D is referring to some other thing that usually is going to be a number that is going, or a value of some kind, and that's going to get displayed on the screen. But then you got to tell it, what is %D referring to? That's what comes after this comma, and in this case we are going to display students, which I have made up here in a variable, which we'll talk about in a different video. But in order to see this in virtual worlds, you need to use a debugger window. So we're going to go to Robot. And by the way, I already downloaded. So I got to say download. If you don't hit download, you won't, if you haven't downloaded a program, you won't have the debugger windows available to you. But once you do, this is what it should look like. If it's grayed out, you probably need to download. And we're going to go down to Nxt Remote Screen right there. That's what we want. I'm going to click on this and watch what happens. This pops up. Okay? And that is how we can see whatever this display text line is supposed to be telling us. So now we're going to get our activity and watch what happens on the screen. These close together so you can see the screen over here. If you had a physical robot, you would see it on the physical screen. But here we go. See, it's showing this. And if it sees a student, it starts counting up. And it goes to the next set of desks, and oh, it counted another student. All right, and if nobody's there, it doesn't count. So there you go. Remember, to get this remote screen so that you can see what's going on. And by the way, this is an important troubleshooting technique. This is not just a little detail. This is something that you can use at all levels of programming to figure out what's going right and what's going wrong in a program. It's kind of a placeholder. It tells you where in the program something's actually taking place when you're looking at a working robot. So programmers use this all the time. Okay, so display text line, and if you use that and the Nxt Remote Screen, that was under Robot, Debugger Windows, Nxt Remote Screen. And if this is all grayed out or not available, or debugger windows aren't available, hit download to Robot. Actually download a program, and that should become available. That's it. That's the Nxt Remote Screen.